we finally found out why Rick Flag Sr.'s hair changed. Spoilers if you aren't up to date with the DCU. When Creature Commandos was released, it was made clear that all the characters we saw were animated versions of their live-action counterparts. When we were introduced to Rick Flag Sr., voiced by Frank Grillo, he assumed that he would dye his hair to be this great color. So fans were a little befuddled when they saw some promo for Superman and Peacemaker. He was once again donning his signature brunette coif. And I saw a lot of fans making a way bigger deal than what it is. But luckily, we finally got some answers from Frank Grillo and James Gunn during the Peacemaker official podcast. James Gunn cleared up that the real answer is that Frank Grillo had another job where his hair couldn't be gray. But he also cleared up later on Threads and also in that podcast that Rick Flag Sr. had Rick Flag Jr. when he was 18. And so Frank Grillo took that information and the change in his hair to create a headcanon that I really like. After the events of Creature Commandos, where he got washed up, and now that he's the head of Argus, he wants to be perceived as younger, sprightly, especially after the loss of his son. And so as he's going down what looks like a very dark path, he decided to dye his hair. It's a well-deserved midlife crisis. Honestly, I love hearing things like this that gives us more insight into the character's state of mind. And although I feel like Rick Flag Sr. is doing a little bit too much, and I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to be on his side, I think dyeing his hair is reasonable. But yeah, if you haven't, be sure to check out Peacemaker, the official podcast, after you watch every episode. They give so much behind the scene tidbits and information on the characters. And personally, I find that also very interesting, especially with learning more about this universe. But tell me, what are your thoughts on Rick Flag Sr.? Let me know in my comments below.